I get asked all the time, what's my favorite dish for barbecue? And it's without a doubt, smoked mac and cheese. If you want to learn how I make my Texas version of my favorite side dish, stay tuned and I'm going to share with you all my secrets. Hello and welcome to Grillin' and Chillin' with Coleman. And unless the real Coleman is spending a week at Fat Camp, I'm Coleman. Now my mission is to help grilling and barbecue enthusiasts become the backyard grill master they've always wanted to be. Now here's a little secret about me. I grew up a welfare kid. Now I don't mean lower middle class, I mean in the projects, food stamps, and government cheese. My favorite meal as a kid was macaroni and cheese and not the good stuff. I'm talking about that stuff that came in the little white box with the black letters with that nasty envelope of powdered cheese. But back then I would spiff it up a little bit and cut up hot dogs and put it in there. Can anybody relate to that? Now my honey still makes me mac and cheese with hot dogs when I'm having a bad day. Now I don't know if that makes me a mac and cheese expert, but I've definitely eaten and made my fair share. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you my secrets to making and smoking the best Texas-style smoked mac and cheese you've ever eaten. Let's get to grilling. The pasta I'm using today is a little different. What else would I use for Texas smoked mac and cheese but Texas-shaped pasta? Now, I ordered this off of Amazon, and I'm going to put a link below if you want to pick some of it up. But you don't have to use this pasta. Really, any pasta will work, but be creative. I started off by cooking 12 ounces of pasta for 5 minutes. A little tip, don't add the pasta to the water until it's boiling. When you cook your pasta, make sure you leave it al dente. Follow the directions on the bag for that. It'll finish cooking when we smoke it on the grill later. You will also need to save about half a cup of the pasta water for later. Once it's done, drain it and set it aside. Now that the pasta is done, it's time to go ahead and get our grill ready. We're going to be smoking our mac and cheese today at 350 degrees for about an hour. For smoke today, I chose hickory wood. I just love the flavor that it adds to pasta. Now we're also going to be doing this over indirect heat. So if you're using a charcoal grill like my Weber kettle, push all the charcoal to one side and smoke that mac and cheese on the other side. Now here on the Kamado Joe, we're going to use our deflector plates in the highest position, and then the grill grates go on top of that and the mac and cheese will go on top of the grill grates. Once you get it lit, leave the lid open for about 10 minutes to heat up, then adjust your top and bottom vents to get it to 350 degrees. Now let's go get that cheese sauce ready. Now this is where all the magic happens, in the cheese sauce. Now I'm going to be mixing everything up today in a 12-inch skillet. This is what I put in it. 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard for a little bite. 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. 1 tablespoon of AP rub. That contains salt, pepper, and garlic. 1½ tablespoons of butter. 8 ounces of extra sharp cheddar cheese. 8 ounces of Monterey Jack. 4 ounces of cream cheese. 1 can of evaporated milk or heavy whipping cream, and 1 cup of whole milk. Now the skillet goes on the grill for about 10 to 15 minutes to allow everything to melt and blend together. You're also going to need to stir that cheese sauce about every 5 minutes. And once it's all melted, pull that skillet off the grill so we can add the rest of the ingredients. Now that everything is melted, let's go ahead and add our other ingredients. But before we do, if you find some value in this video, hit the like and subscribe button below. All right, now here's where you're going to need to use some of your judgment. If you feel the cheese sauce is a little too thick, you may want to add a little bit of the pasta water that we set aside earlier. But remember, don't add it all at once. Just add it a little at a time until it gets to the consistency you like. But remember, that pasta is still going to soak up some of that juice in the cheese sauce. All right, now for my secret ingredient. Now this is a pound of pulled pork that I had smoked several days ago. I mentioned in a couple other of my videos that I actually smoke this about 40 pounds at a time I'll put it into vacuum seal bags in about 2-pound bags and put them in the freezer to use later. And this is one of those bags. I've already thawed it, and then I chopped it up into little bite-sized pieces, and then we're gonna mix that in. Now let's stir this all in together. All right, then you're gonna wanna level off the top a little bit. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Now the last thing we're gonna add is we're gonna add some breadcrumbs to the top of our smoked mac and cheese. What that's gonna do is that's gonna put a nice crust. But I added a little secret ingredient into these breadcrumbs. What I did is I took 10 ounces of Italian style breadcrumbs and I mixed in about 1 pound of bacon. I went ahead and fried that bacon up earlier and then chopped it up into little pieces, and then I mixed it in with the breadcrumbs. So let's go ahead and sprinkle that on top to give this a nice crust. All right, let's go ahead and get this back on the grill to soak up some of that hickory smoke. Now we're gonna let this smoke on here at 350 degrees for about an hour. So I'll check back with you when it's time to pull it off. All right, it's been on here for about an hour, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. Man, look at that gorgeous color. That is a nice golden brown, and it's perfect. Those breadcrumbs and that bacon together formed an amazing crust on top of that. Now we're gonna get it off the grill and let it rest for about 10 minutes, but while it rests, let's review what we did. First, we cooked our pasta until it was al dente. Then we got our grill up to 350 degrees and added some of that hickory wood. Next, we mixed all that cheesy goodness together and got it on the grill to melt. Once it was melted, we took it off the heat and mixed in the pasta and the pulled pork. Then we topped it with our bacon breadcrumb mix and put it back on the smoker to smoke for about an hour. And lastly, it came off the grill to cool for about 10 minutes. Now I know it's gonna be tempting to take a bite right away, but you're gonna wanna let this cool for about 10 minutes because right off the grill, it's just like cheesy lava. So let's go ahead and take a bite. Man, that just looks amazing. That is perfect. That pulled pork is spread throughout there. Man, I can smell the bacon in that. I gotta take a bite of this. Man, that is really good. That is just perfect. With the pulled pork in there, I can taste that, the bacon. Now, there is no question, this will continue to be my favorite side dish when it comes to barbecue. And you make this for Thanksgiving, or really any other barbecue, and you're gonna be the star of the show. There you go, my favorite side dish for barbecue. Now be creative when you make yours and leave me a comment below about what you did. By the way, we just got in another batch of our Grillin' and Chillin' stickers, and I'd love for you all to have one. Just go to my website and click the Contact Us tab and send me your address, and I'll send one out to you free of charge. I'll even pay the shipping. And don't forget to join our Grillin' and Chillin' community on Facebook and Instagram. I put the links below. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what you'd like to see in some upcoming videos. I want to continue to make videos that truly help you become the backyard grill master you've always wanted to be. Thank you again for joining me in the G&C kitchen. If you like this video, here's a few more you might like. Also, please like and subscribe here and click that bell. It'll let you know when I have new videos coming out. I always enjoy spending time with you in the G&C kitchen and sharing my recipes. Now y'all go grill something.